What if Tanjiro fought the Hashiras? And just imagine, how would his growing powers fare against their top-tier skills? Could Tanjiro's techniques surprise the veteran Hashiras? Let's see how Tanjiro would fare against the Hashiras. In this video, we'll divide Tanjiro's skills into 4 levels. Let's break this down. Level 1. Pre-training Tanjiro. Before Tanjiro ever got his hands on a Demon Slayer's sword, he was just a regular guy with an exceptional nose. But in the world of Demon Slayer, a good nose alone isn't going to cut it, especially when you're up against the big leagues like the Hashira. Remember back in Episode 1 of the anime and the early chapters of the manga, Tanjiro bumps into Giyu right after tragedy strikes his family. Despite Tanjiro's burning determination and his sniffing superpower, he's basically swinging a hatchet in the dark against Giyu. Tanjiro's raw passion just isn't enough to make a dent in Giyu's seasoned skills and water-breathing techniques. Now imagine our early days Tanjiro going against Mitsuri, the love Hashira. She's not just about love and smiles. Her love-breathing techniques are a force to be reckoned with, combining fluid, powerful movements that could overwhelm even skilled fighters. Tanjiro, with his basic combat skills and top-notch nose, would likely be lost in the whirlwind of Mitsuri's attacks, unable to keep pace with her strength and agility. So what's the verdict at level 1? Sadly, our boy Tanjiro wouldn't stand a chance against any of the Hashira. It's not just about the physical gap, it's the experience, the breathing techniques, and the sheer intensity of battle that he's not yet equipped to handle. At this stage, he's all heart but not quite there with the sword. But hey, everyone starts somewhere, right? Level 2. Post-training Tanjiro. After 2 years of grinding it out under Urokodaki's watchful eye, Tanjiro's no longer the greenhorn he used to be. We're talking total concentration breathing, water breathing techniques, and not to mention a significant boost in physical strength, agility, and swordsmanship. Tanjiro's not just smelling things now, he's making waves, literally, with his newfound water breathing skills. But here's the rub. While Tanjiro has definitely leveled up, the Hashira are in a league of their own. They're not just fighters, they're legends with years, sometimes decades of experience under their belts. Take someone like Sanemi, the wind Hashira. His wind breathing techniques are like a natural disaster on legs. Even with Tanjiro's new skills, going head-to-head with Sanemi would be like bringing a water gun to a hurricane fight. Or consider Shinobu, the insect Hashira, whose poison and insect breathing techniques are something Tanjiro hasn't encountered before. Even with his enhanced abilities, Tanjiro would struggle to counter Shinobu's unique combat style and tactical genius, as seen in her various encounters in the manga and anime, around chapters 47 to 49 and episodes 20 to 21. So where does Tanjiro stand at level 2? He's definitely made huge strides, but against the Hashira, with their unmatched skills, battle-hardened experience, and specialized breathing techniques, he's still not quite in their league. It's a tough pill to swallow, but our boy Tanjiro, despite all his progress, isn't ready to take down a Hashira just yet. Level 3. Would he be able to defeat the Hashiras at this level? Spoiler alert, some of them? Yes. Tanjiro's mastery of sun breathing and the transparent world marks a significant turning point in his journey. By the later chapters of the manga, particularly from chapter 190 onward, and portrayed in the corresponding anime episodes. Let's start with Giyu Tomioka. Giyu's water breathing makes him a formidable, adaptable fighter with fluid movements. However, Tanjiro's sun breathing introduces a broader range of attacks and defenses, showcasing raw power and adaptability. His transparent world boosts his perception, letting him predict and counter Giyu's moves. Although Giyu is skilled, he lacks a Demon Slayer mark, which puts him at a disadvantage against Tanjiro's enhanced abilities. Tanjiro's ability to anticipate Giyu's tactics, thanks to the transparent world, could give him the upper hand in this intense showdown. Between Tanjiro and Giyu, Tanjiro would emerge the victor, but it would be a very close fight. Tanjiro has a small advantage because of his sun breathing and the transparent world. Even though Giyu is highly skilled and experienced, Tanjiro's abilities could give him the upper hand, leading to a very close victory. Next, Kyojuro Rengoku. The flame Hashira uses flame breathing to turn the fierce and unpredictable nature of fire into a fighting style. His flame tiger technique and others show his strong will and intense energy. However, Kyojuro doesn't have the Demon Slayer mark, which might be a downside against Tanjiro, who has perfected sun breathing and the transparent world, allowing him to predict moves and adapt. In this round, Tanjiro would win against Kyojuro due to his mastery of sun breathing, the original and most potent technique from which flame breathing derives. His access to the transparent world allows him to anticipate Kyojuro's moves, giving him a crucial strategic edge. Moving on to the third Hashira, Shinobu Kocho. Unlike the direct, brute force approach seen in other styles, insect breathing focuses on speed, precision, and the lethal application of poison. Her attacks, while not physically powerful, are deadly because of the toxins she employs. Now, if Shinobu were to face off against Tanjiro, it would be a classic case of speed and cunning versus strength and endurance. Tanjiro's straightforward strength and sun-breathing techniques provide him with a broad range of powerful attacks, but Shinobu's agility and poison-based attacks present a different kind of challenge. Tanjiro's newly acquired techniques and heightened senses from the transparent world would be crucial. This ability would allow him to anticipate Shinobu's movements, which are typically too fast for the naked eye. Shinobu, much like Giyu, does not possess a Demon Slayer mark, which typically enhances a Slayer's physical abilities and senses. In this matchup, Tanjiro would come out on top. So that's 3 wins for Tanjiro in this level. Now let's look at the flamboyant sound Hashira. Tengen Uzui lights up the scene with his sound breathing, a unique style that uses rhythmic patterns and sound waves to disorient foes. Showcased brilliantly during the Entertainment District arc, without a Demon Slayer mark, Tengen leans heavily on the theatrics and capabilities of his sound breathing against Tanjiro's solid fundamentals. The battle between Tengen's sensory overwhelming techniques and Tanjiro's adaptability would be intense. However, Tanjiro's transparent world could counteract the disorientation usually caused by Tengen's sound attacks, giving him the edge. In this matchup, Tanjiro would also win against Tengen Uzui. His ability to adapt and the precision of sun breathing, coupled with the insight from the transparent world, would give him the necessary edge over Tengen's sound breathing and flashy combat style. That's another Hashira down. Next up, Mitsuri Kanroji, the Love Hashira, utilizes her unique love breathing, making her a formidable force with enhanced speed and strength, especially with her Demon Slayer mark boosting her abilities. In contrast, Tanjiro's sun breathing and his insight from the transparent world prepare him well for intense fights. Although Mitsuri's love breathing presents a unique challenge with its unpredictability and power, Tanjiro's versatility and endurance could provide him an advantage. Therefore, in this intense matchup, Tanjiro emerges as the likely victor, though not without a challenging and closely fought battle. Moving on to the next Hashira, Muichiro Tokido, the Mist Hashira, a technique that embodies the elusive, unpredictable nature of mist, enabling him to create illusions and move with ghost-like stealth. This ability makes him a difficult target. Notably, his style becomes especially potent after awakening the Demon Slayer mark, which significantly enhances his speed, reflexes, and the density of his mist, as seen during his impactful battles in the manga. In a clash against Tanjiro, Muichiro's elusive mist breathing would present a formidable challenge. Tanjiro's transparent world offers clarity and foresight, but Muichiro's unpredictable movements and mist-induced illusions could disrupt even this enhanced perception. With the Demon Slayer mark, Muichiro not only becomes faster, but his techniques also gain an unpredictable edge, making his movements even more difficult to anticipate. Considering these factors, Muichiro would win against Tanjiro. Now that's 1 loss for Tanjiro. Next up, Yome Himejima stands as the Stone Hashira, wielding the powerful stone-breathing technique. This method isn't just about brute force, it's a blend of overwhelming strength and protective rock-solid defense. In battle, Yome's sheer power and impenetrable defense contrast sharply with Tanjiro's agility and the finesse of sun breathing. While Tanjiro navigates battles with adaptability and keen senses, Yome's approach is grounded in unmovable strength and endurance. With the Demon Slayer mark, Yome's abilities are not just enhanced, they're intensified to levels that make his stone breathing almost unbreachable, turning him into a veritable fortress that can attack as fiercely as it defends. For this round, Yome will win against Tanjiro. Now that's 2 wins for the Hashiras. But would he be able to win against Obanai? Known for his serpent breathing, Obanai employs a combat style that's as precise and deadly as a snake's strike. Against Tanjiro's more versatile sun breathing, Obanai's precision becomes a critical factor. Tanjiro's approach, characterized by its adaptability and range, would be tested by Obanai's meticulous and singular focus. The battle would demand Tanjiro to leverage all aspects of sun breathing, pushing him to adapt continually to Obanai's calculated assaults. With the Demon Slayer mark, Obanai's serpent breathing reaches new heights, amplifying his speed, precision, and lethality. This enhancement would significantly challenge Tanjiro. Despite his own advanced techniques and tactical mindset, Obanai's increased abilities could outmaneuver Tanjiro's defensive and offensive strategies, making it difficult to find openings. In this confrontation, Tanjiro would likely struggle against Obanai, losing to him. Lastly, Sanemi Shinazugawa. His wind breathing slices through the air with razor-sharp precision, creating devastating attacks that embody the chaotic power of a storm. This intense ferocity, combined with the enhanced abilities provided by his Demon Slayer mark, elevates Sanemi's combat to terrifying levels, showcasing a blend of raw power and unbridled aggression. However, when pitted against Tanjiro's disciplined sun breathing, the battle takes on a different tone. Tanjiro's approach, rooted in the foundational strength of sun breathing, offers a wide range of techniques and a balanced mix of offense and defense. His adaptability and strategic mind, honed through countless battles, allow him to find openings and counter even the most aggressive of attacks. In this matchup, this will be a victory for Tanjiro. So that's 6 out of 9 Hashiras that Tanjiro would be able to win against at this level. But what about level 4 Tanjiro? The Demon King Tanjiro. Tanjiro's transformation into the Demon King marks a crucial turn in Demon Slayer, particularly highlighted in chapters 200 to 205. This shift begins when Muzan, seeking to perpetuate his legacy, infuses Tanjiro with his demonic blood in a climactic battle. Aimed at creating a successor, Muzan chooses Tanjiro for his remarkable strength and potential. As the new Demon King, Tanjiro inherits powers beyond any ordinary demon, including advanced regeneration and superior physical capabilities, alongside abilities abilities unique to Muzan, like controlling other demons. Despite these enhancements, Tanjiro struggles internally with his new demonic nature. Yet his newfound abilities suggest that, in this formidable state, he could potentially overpower all Hashiras, challenging their combined might with his superior strength and regenerative abilities. And there you have it. We saw how Tanjiro stacks up against the Hashiras as he levels up, from his early days to his showdowns as Demon King. What do you think? How would our boy Tanjiro do against the elite Hashiras at his different power stages? What other alternate universes in Demon Slayer would you like to explore? Well, that's the subject of this other video. Click on the video here to see what if other Hashiras were sent to the Mugen Train. Go ahead, click it.